There's something missing from our world. The amazing animals that time has left behind. But what if we could bring them back? What if extinction didn't have to be forever? I will be plunging into prehistory to rescue creatures on the brink of extinction. My plan is to bring them back to the safety of the present and give them a second chance. Welcome to a new kind of wildlife sanctuary. Welcome to Beta Power.
Hey Joe, how are those enclosures coming along?
You do realize I'm the only one walking on these, right? You didn't hire any other barkeepers.
Look man, money's tight right now.
What the bloody hell you talking about? You able to afford this huge plot of land?
Actually Joe, I didn't buy this land.
Then why are you allowed to make a wildlife park here?
I probably should have told you this earlier. These are the keys to the sanctuary's success.
Flashlights? What do they have to do with financial troubles? You spent most of the budget on them? Are you mad?
These aren't flashlights, Joe, they're time rods. This wildlife sanctuary is going to be meant for primarily prehistoric animals. Before you even ask, yes, they do work. I'd demonstrate them here if they didn't have such a long recharge time.
Time rods? You're still not answering me question.
I had to provide the context. This land was actually provided to me by the government. The problem is that they're still quite skeptical about this project of mine, so while they're funding it, it's with an amount so little that I could only hire you and a few others. That reminds me, you haven't met the rest of the crew yet. Come on, how about you take a break to do just that? I gotta hold a meeting for all of us anyway.
Alright.
Alrighty, y'all! I'd first like to thank you all so much for joining me on this grand operation of mine. Using our combined skills, we could accomplish the greatest scientific feat of this century. And I'm not just talking about the time rods either. Now, I've already spent a decent amount of the government-provided budget on getting the main building set up, hence why I was only able to hire one keeper and veterinarian. In fact, that brings me to the roles each of us have to play here.
Let me guess. I'm the keeper and he is the veterinarian?
Hello, Fräuleins. You can call me Otto.
Well, yes. These are professional hikers and wilderness survivalists, Madeline Jones and Murdoch Adair. They also got experience in the field of making nature documentaries.
Excuse me, friends. I'm never one to turn down a good scrumpy.
Right.
Do not forget me, Baron Westbrook. God bless America.
Baron's a childhood friend of mine from our days playing with dinosaur toys. Anyway, while the government's been so far skeptical about this project, they did promise us they'll increase our budget if we can bring back some extinct species to reintroduce into their former habitats. Hence why I decided what our first mission will focus on. Most of us are going to travel back to here at what's now the state boundary between Utah and Colorado some 15,000 years ago, just before the populations of these megafaunas started to dwindle. I'm hoping we can rescue at least 2 species, such as the Columbian mammoth and the dire wolf for instance. The exceptions are going to be Otto and Joe, since Otto will need to do some checkups on every critter we bring back, while Joe has to finish building the first few enclosures.
Hold on. When is this mission gonna start?
Later today.
Later today?
Calm down, partner. I got just the thing needed to speed up construction. This is an automatic enclosure kit. Just whack it a few times with a wrench and it should do roughly half of the work for you. I only have enough of these for the first few enclosures, but once we get more funding, we'll be able to hire way more keepers and veterinarians to help you and Otto out respectively.
Fine. I'll take your word for it.
Ah, there you are, girl. Almost forgot to mention our travel companion here, Mary. And with that, I think we've gotten all the details worked out. I'll go start packing for the trip. You're all dismissed. When the... Hey Baron, can you screw the tops in a little tighter while I get the Jeep started? That's probably why they ain't working right.
Sir, yes, sir! Ready!
It's time to make history by going back into prehistory.
A redwood forest?
That's odd. Perhaps this is a relic population that didn't get preserved in the fossil record. These trees were relatively common across the northern hemisphere until the Pleistocene.
Hey, it's possible. I believe we aren't alone!
Now hold on, let's not jump to conclusions. We haven't even set up camp yet.
You capture my point. I'll be defend by having this point.
Alright, now we can get to searching.
Booyah! Let's do it!
Wait! We need at least 2 people to stay here so our supplies don't get raided by wild animals.
Good point. How about Madeline and I go first while you two keep lookout here?
Fair enough. Besides, Understood!
Come on, girl!
I'm hearing a lot of bird calls. Not too many that are mammalian, though.
So we're not in the Pleistocene, it seems. I want to get a closer look.
What the bloody hell?
Stay, Mary. That's as far as we'll go, for now.
Hey! What do you mean we ain't in the Pleistocene? Baron? What date are those time rods set to? The date Lime-gineer requested! That being... Oh.
Well, this is just great! We're in the late Jurassic period. More specifically, the Morrison, since the location's still what it was meant to be.
I don't see any problem with that! We can now rescue dinosaurs!
The American West isn't dominated by redwood forests and fern prairies in the 21st century, you bloody idiot.
I honestly don't know what to do here. The time rods will take at least 2 more hours to recharge.
We might as well tour this land and research the paleobiota.
I agree. Even with this slip-up, some good video and photo evidence ought to convince the government to increase our funding.
Affirmative! New objective is research!
Seems like we got a majority vote then. Murdoch, Mary, and I will do research close to camp. Madeline, you and Baron can hop on the Jeep and explore further out.
Yay!
Fine, but I got a bad feeling about this. I still can't believe it.
Dinosaurs! Watch me try to communicate with them!
Baron, don't! Can we move on now?
Yeah.
What in the name of General Patton was that?
Is it really as simple as Lime-gineer said? Well, I'd be damned.
What you smell, girl? Jumpin' jackrabbits! Murdoch, quick! Ready the taser rifle! That was a close one. He'll be alright. Probably going to have at least 30 minutes of shut-eye. Made sure the voltage wasn't high enough to do any serious damage.
What dinosaur do you think this is?
Judging by the shape of the skull, I'm thinking Torvosaurus, likely of the Tannerai species. That reminds me, I gotta go check on the time rods to see if they're fully charged. Hey! Get out of our supplies!
I'll zap it!
Go! Y'all short up the time rods! Dang nabbit!
Well, we did make our first rescue, technically.
Yeah, but we weren't aiming for non-avian dinosaurs!
We got there as soon as we had the time portal up at.
Is that a non-avian dinosaur?
You guys accidentally sent a small theropod to the present?
Yeah, that, and we won't be able to return to the present for at least 3 more hours.
It's because of that I recommend a change in plans.
Are you saying that?
Yep, we make this a mission to rescue even more Jurassic fauna. Well, just 2 more species at most, because that small theropod is already going to be one hell of a handful.
But there aren't any ferns!
I know, this is going to be a major gamble. But if we bring a few more non-avian dinosaurs from extinction, the government might still boost our funding.
I'm all in! Yes!
Looks like I'm outvoted then.
Wait, didn't you and Murdoch knock out a Torvosaurus at the campsite?
Yeah, but we decided to relocate our camp afterward. That, and the Torvosaurus has likely woken up and walked away by now. I honestly say the campsite's new location should be somewhere more open.
Better get started since the sun's setting.
Ah shit, you're right!
What genre of small theropod have been found in the Morrison? Oh, I almost forgot.
Time for the examination.
It's coming from that direction. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Everyone, those calls came from a watering hole downstream! It's packed with dinosaurs!
Now that's a true Jurassic menagerie! Now's our chance to nab him!
Hold your horses, Baron. Remember, we're only going to rescue 2 more species at most before wrapping up this mission. That, and we're only aiming to save critters that are injured, sick, or the like.
Yes, sir! It's also best we split up to cover more ground!
What? Baron, wait! Don't ever do that again.
Oi! Those 2 sauropods seem to be fighting over something!
They're at least diplodocids of some sort. I think they're a species of Apatosaurus.
I see a 3rd one! Might be a female they're fighting over!
Looks like their fight's about to get interrupted.
Dumb son of a bitch out! I was gonna chew you out for obvious reasons, but you probably just saved our lives. Thanks.
Lime-gineer, I think we found a species to take home.
Those other 2 Apatosaurus are fleeing the same direction this one's trying to. That gives me an idea. I'll need to borrow this, Baron. Dr. Emerson, I need you at one of the holding pens ASAP. One of the sauropods is injured. Sauropod? I'll explain later. Just hurry!
It's a good thing I used to work for Manco as a mercenary.
Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome, Lime-gineer. I believe we'll be able to put him back with the other 2 in less than an hour.
Actually, Doc, I'm pretty sure those 2 male...
Everyone! That smaller theropod from the forest is now in its enclosure!
You did a checkup on it and all that?
Mm-hmm. He gave a clean bill of health.
Looks like we can call wrap up on this mission then, Roy.
Actually, when I saw those Allosaurus out and about, one of them appeared to be abandoned in the hunt with some ornithopod corpse in its mouth.
Are you seriously thinking?
Yep.
Fine. I already know I'll get outvoted again.
Actually, Madeline, I'll only need your help on this one. Plus, Joe and Dr. Emerson are probably going to need some extra help getting those 3 Apatosaurus settled into their enclosure and such.
Looks like we missed the rest of the show.
Maybe so, but we're not out of the woods just yet. They look pretty fresh. If we follow these tracks, we're almost sure to find that Allosaurus.
Whatever you say.
I knew it! Okay, not exactly what I thought, but she still has Young to look after.
Seems like this is the first meal she's had in ages. Probably been too busy guarding her clutch to do much hunting.
It also seems like the dry season is just starting to wind down.
An even larger Allosaurus?
No, it's too big to be one. It's a Saurophaganax. This calls for drastic measures. Go, go, go! Think they'll make it, Doc?
I hope so. I've never worked with non-avian dinosaur eggs before.
Well, everyone, I got some good news and bad news. The good news is that the gamble paid off. After some government officials visited yesterday, they decided to boost our funding. The bad news is that, according to Dr. Emerson, the Allosaurus eggs didn't.
The eggs have all hatched! I was just about to give up on them when one of the eggs began cracking on its own.
Turns out this guy's a Stoxosaurus. I decided to name him Daffy due to the shenanigans he pulled on us before he accidentally rescued him.
So, did the government approve another mission yet?
Not yet, I'm afraid. Hello? Really? Alright! When exactly? Sounds good. Never mind, partner. They just approved another expedition for us.
Booyah!
And this time, we'll be venturing back to the Pleistocene for real.
Fuck it, modern day kills really must take fun. More often people taking lives, rocking knives and guns. The real murder connoisseurs in the ruins of hell. Get used to luring the audience with more incest. Cause to my surprise, snatching lives to the eyes. Can't she nice try stopping the motherfucking Da Vinci of human erasure. Can't stop the pace, sir. Make sure we're standing off my slave first. Jealous haters out there, high five, I see you. No one's gonna buy this bitch, I believe you. Cute as all hell in a literal sense, a bitter pretense. But if these are all doubting the show, dollars and cents. To me, now to tell the queen to say another sight. Then other super radical toys to tear your heart apart at the seams. Still the killer of your dreams. Put the stones in my pocket, then I flee the scene. It's like that. If you take my advice, you'll be killed by what you don't know. But the others saying that I like so much more is along the lines that you read what you fucking say. So gotta know ain't so. Could you let go of your soul from me? So go and die, Saki. I'm not asking for much. Do me a favor and die. ごめん失礼しますが死んでください。Kill the beast. しないことが楽しい。T bitch. Murder is so fucking かわいい。かわいいね。しがせせかわいい。Deadbeats, listen up, it's what you want me. Coming in the night for ya. 勝手にやってる地獄で犯罪じゃないから。Big side enough to exterminate ya. You'll dance anyway, cause it's human nature. So
Then they're at least diapodous. Then they're at least diapodous. Oh, why can't I say this word?